What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome back to PS Insight. This week we're talking about PlayStation Plus value, savage games joining PlayStation, and more. So let's get into it.
Users lose all sense of reality and enter another world. Remember, do not underestimate the power of PlayStation.
So this has been in my mind for a while, actually. PlayStation Plus has changed their servers since June 2022. It's an all-new three-tier system, with the first tier being a regular classic PS Plus. You get 2 or 3 games every month. PlayStation Plus discounts, and obviously play online. The second tier is called Extra, which you get a bundle of PS4 and PS5 original IPs, and also third-party games. The premium is basically the classic tier, where you get a lot of classic PlayStation games from PS3, PS2, and PS1. And also can do game trials or demos, what are they calling it now? I don't think anyone actually uses that feature, honestly. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, but it's part of that tier. While I think the tier system is fine, I don't think the potential is Sony. I'm not sure Sony's trying to, but there's a potential with the servers that Sony gave to us. It's not really getting there to what we want. I genuinely think the servers can be really good, or better than what it is currently. And I know it's in the early stages, and this, while I'm bringing up this topic in this video, is, it's been about 2-3 months now. Kind of giving my overall opinion on it so far. The classic PS Plus tier, the first tier, is fine. It's normal PS Plus. I think compared to all these tiers, I think PlayStation Plus Extra is the best way to go compared to PlayStation Premium. PS4, PS5 has a very diverse lineup of games, and they're fantastic games. You got God of War, Spider-Man PS4, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Horizon Zero Dawn, Bloodborne. You got a lot of PlayStation classics or original first-party IPs on that lineup of games. And you're new to PlayStation and you want to play all those games, you can play those games for a very cheap price. I forgot the price at the moment, but you can play a lot of those games for a very cheap price, and there's a lot of them. Currently, I'm playing Guardians of the Galaxy, game that came out last year, I believe, and I'm having a good time. And there's a lot of games I got on my backlog just to play from the extra tier. And I think that's a better value for newer players of PlayStation, people who's already part of the PlayStation ecosystem and wants to experience those other games without buying them separately. Just pay them with a subscription service and can play them. That's what I'm doing. I'm finding a lot of games I haven't played yet from the past, and since this service came out, I have a chance to play them now. As for PlayStation Premium, here's where my opinion kind of shifts. I was vocal about PlayStation Premium because I know it's a lot of potential. Like I said earlier, it's a lot of potential with that tier. But it's like Sony's not trying to make the potential become fruition. There's a lot of PlayStation classics from the PS3, PS2, and PS1 systems. We got like Spyro, Crash, Legend Dragoon. I only got one that I know that's really iconic to PlayStation fans, is Siphon Filter. They have the first one up there. I think the second one up there too, I think. But the first one's up there, which has PS4 and PS5 trophy support. That's fantastic. As I made this video, I think about a day or two ago, they added Sly Cooper series from the PS2 generation up there. So, as I said, personal opinion as of right now, from personal experience, I don't think PlayStation Plus's premium is worth it right now. I think we need a little bit more time to justify the consumer's value that tier, because you're paying $120 a year. I can't round it up to a month. I don't feel like doing the math. And you don't get much for PlayStation Plus premium classics game. They're not iconic enough. They're not the ones people think of PlayStation for. There's some random IPs that just so happen to be PS1, PS2, and PSP classics. And I forgot to mention PSP or part of the premium tier too, in terms of games. And, the selection is weird. And I since they did the Sly Cooper news as of 2 days ago or so, I can see them coming over time. As of right now, PS Plus is not worth, in my opinion. I think people should stick to PlayStation Plus Extra. I mean, it's a little bit more than a normal one. I think $5 more, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a very worthy subscription service to obviously subscribe to. Also, earlier this week, PlayStation acquires Savage Game Studios. So this is a mobile studio. It says here they established in 2022. But it says they are working clearly on PlayStation IPs from PlayStation history. So I don't know how far this acquisition is going to go in terms of the development, like with games, like what they're going to do with it in the future. PlayStation I think they had Sackboy Run mobile game. I don't know where that game went in terms of like how many players it had, or I think there was an Uncharted mobile game. I could be making this up. But the most one I can think of was Sackboy Run. So it's a PlayStation IP that exists on like iPhone, Androids, mobile devices essentially. So this is like Sony's attempt to try to do that again and cash into the mobile audience. I don't know what IPs they can maybe Asteroid Bot. It can make like a little fun, cheap platformer on an iPhone. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think of it, honestly. I'm not a mobile gamer, and there's a lot of mobile games out there. This could be targeted to Japan actually, because Japan is more of a mobile handheld demographic. So yeah, I gotta wait on that. I think a lot of us have to wait on that. Following up this week's gaming news, so Sony apparently owns like 50% of From Software games. I don't know what to talk about it. Apparently, something is going on, and they own 15% shares of From Software. If you didn't know, From Software developed Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and for PlayStation, the most iconic one is probably Demon Souls and Bloodborne. So people think, oh, it seems to be the case that Sony can kind of dive deeper into what they normally can now, and it could be a potential another From Software exclusive game with PlayStation in the near future. Those shares can help that. I'm not into shares numbers and all that stuff, so I don't have to say about that. But it seems to be from personal impression what people are saying online that yes, this is going to be like some more of them diving deeper into From Software and allow them to create exclusive PlayStation games for them. And to end this week's news, we finally got The Last of Us Part 1 reviews, which are really great. I got a whole list here. I'm going to put up here in the video. But basically got 9s, 10s, 8s, essentially what we expected. This game's kind of controversial with its price tag, because this is the second remaster of this game, exclusive to PS5, and it looks gorgeous, and also the accessibility is more than ever compared to the original. It's like a follow-up to, it's like they combined Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2 into one thing, and just made Last of Us Part 1 here. I wasn't expecting anything lower than that. This was expected. A lot of fans are apparently surprised because it's a $7 game. There's a lot of controversy with this game. I get it, but it's kind of too loud. Just don't buy it. There's people out here, which I don't know, but they never played The Last of Us, and here's the best version to play in. And the gameplay looks great. The story is still great, and graphically, I think it's the best part of the game. Is probably honestly the graphical fidelity and accessibility of the game, which looks all awesome. So yeah, there's that. I think it releases soon, actually. I think tomorrow. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. That's all the PlayStation news this week. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take care.